Hey Grand Adventurers, welcome back. I'm your host, Mark Guido. This is gonna be a short one, but we're back to boondocking lakeside here at beautiful Sunset Lake right outside of Houston, British Columbia. Come along. Sunset Lake is a forested lake in north central British Columbia, just a few miles off the Yellowhead Highway near the town of Topley. About 1.75 miles long and 0.4 of a mile wide. This is another BC recreation site, which allows people to dry camp, boat, fish, swim, and recreate for free on public lands across British Columbia. Designated boondocking spots are marked with picnic tables and fire rings left here by BC Parks. We're spending a full week here in late July, from Sunday to Sunday. When we first arrived, there were other campers here, and we set up at a spot 100 yards or so back from the lake. Once that schoolie left, however, we jumped at the chance to move lakeside and enjoyed a couple of days as the only other campers here. Overnight, we could hear nothing but the beautiful call of the loons echoing across the water. The day use area remained popular throughout the week, and by midweek, other campers showed up as well, including our friends with whom we've been traveling, full-timers Dale and Pat, and Ed and Ann of Eddie at Large. The nearest village is tiny Topley, just a few miles from Sunset Lake. However, there's little in Topley aside from the surprisingly complete and warmly welcoming Grizzly Jim's General Store. The nearest town of any substance is Houston, about a 25-mile drive away. With a population of roughly 3,000, Houston is historically a forestry and mining town in the Bulkley Valley that has recently begun to cash in on ecotourism as well. Not to be confused with the city in Texas, the town is named in honor of the pioneer newspaperman John Houston and is known as the Steelhead Capital, referring to the anadromous form of the coastal rainbow trout. At 60 feet long, what's claimed to be the world's largest fly rod may be seen at the town's Steelhead Park. The area was first charted by amateur historian, cartographer, and geologist, Reverend Adrian Gabriel Maurice, who was known to northern British Columbian locals as Father Maurice. In 1880, Maurice came to British Columbia as a Catholic missionary to the native people and was one of the first non-natives to see most of the area. The indigenous people were initially known as Carrier Indians, but today are more commonly referred to as the Wet'suwet'en. Houston is just large enough to support a complete supermarket to keep RV travelers stocked. The Maurice River produces freshwater species like rainbow trout, cutthroat trout, and bull trout. Pacific salmon species include Chinook salmon, sockeye salmon, pink salmon, coho salmon, and steelhead salmon. The Maurice is a tributary of the Skeena River, the second largest river system in British Columbia, that reaches the Pacific Ocean near Prince Rupert, which we just visited for our episode 423. The area is also rich in wildlife, including deer, black bear, grizzly bear, cougars, and more, like foxes. We'll check out a salmon hatchery and nature center in Houston and go kayaking on beautiful Sunset Lake right from camp, right after a quick ad break, so stay tuned. Though teeming with salmon, the upper Bulkley River has long been impacted by human activity. The community of Houston and A. Roca have worked together to establish the Buck Creek Hatchery and Nature Center to care for these waters. Unfortunately, they won't start spawning salmon fry until September, but they did have an aquarium with tiny coho salmon on display in their nature center. Once again, the lure of a beautiful lake, just 30 feet from our camper door, is too strong to keep my kayak on the roof of the truck. I'm getting out on the water today to circumnavigate Sunset Lake with Dale and Pat, from end to end.
Water too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not as much as the other.
But no,
We hope that you've enjoyed visiting the Houston, British Columbia area and camping with us at beautiful Sunset Lake. If you've enjoyed this episode, it is extremely important to us that you give us a huge thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you'll find the comment section where we'd love to hear from you each and every week. Because we premiere new outdoor adventure RV travel videos each and every Wednesday. And we're going to get packed up here and head off to another beautiful lakeside campsite at Souchy Bay Provincial Park. So if you're not yet a grand adventurer yourself, now is the time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a grand adventure. We'd also be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. So until next Wednesday, from Souchy Bay Provincial Park, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.